Are you looking for companionship or convenience? And it
Okay.
still ties into what y'all talking about.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It
Go ahead.
does. It does. Because a lot of people settle. A lot of
Right.
people settle for different reasons. Some people settle because they just don't they don't like what they're going through, but it's like but they're used to it, if it makes sense.
That make a lot of sense.
They're used to it. Instead of going out getting somebody new, starting all over again, and that goes for he and she. And
Yep.
it's like even if you a liar, it's like, well, I know when he or she is lying, so I'd rather deal with that. But that's still settling.
Right.
That's a sacrifice within itself,
Yep.
and a compromise. It
It
is.
is. It is.
It is. But I just feel like, I know for me, at this age, I'm not settling for anything.
I feel you.
I'm not at this age, and like even at a younger age, I knew better, because I'm not gonna say I didn't, but I will tell you this, and I'll tell you online, and I tell all my friends, because I've always been a truthful person no matter what.
Yeah.
I think my longest relationship was 15 years. My longest. I was with the gentleman from 25 to 40 years old.
Ooh, that's a long time.
We had little breakups in between.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was my longest relationship. So to me, that even says a lot. That speaks volumes. So 25, still a
Yeah.
baby, to 40.
That's a long time.
And
You're
it was
right.
nothing that he didn't do to me, Auntie. It was nothing that he did not do.
Yes.
But I will say this, and I say this honestly and respectfully. I never ever felt like I needed him, and I never ever felt like I needed any man. He's
Right.
just who I wanted.
Right.
And that's
Oh, that's
the
real
truth.
good. That's
He's
real
who
good.
I wanted. He's who I want. It's just like Mary J. Blige said, I love my Mr. Wrong.
Yeah.
Even though it's stupid.
That's
But
real
he's
good.
who I wanted.
That's real good.
He's who I wanted. And I say this too. A lot of times I feel like, and it don't matter what age you are, as long as you're old enough to date, obviously. But
Yes.
I feel like this for a female and a male. The only way that you know that you're really truly over it, and I mean over it, is if you could stomach seeing or hearing that he or she's with someone else. That's when you know
real
you
good.
let it go.
That's real good.
Because if you still asking and inquiring or get mad or feud up when somebody says something to you, you're not over it.
That's
Your
right.
heart didn't let it go. Your heart didn't let it go. Somebody could say, oh, I seen her. Good luck, God bless. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know already. You good.
That's real good. Yeah. I like that. I
Yes,
like
ma'am.
Let me go back to what you said about I didn't need him, but I wanted him.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing right there. That's key to a lot of stuff.
that.
Yeah, that's key to a lot of stuff. The
Yes,
thing
ma'am.
is, a lot of times you don't need the person. Why? Because the person don't possess what you really need.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but because we want them, we compromise a lot of stuff. I've been there. Like you said, we all been there. If we be truthful with ourselves, men as well as women, we've all been with that person that we just had to have, that we wanted. So we compromise a lot of stuff that we normally wouldn't compromise
Right.
because we wanted them just that bad.
Right.
So we dealt with the mess. We
Right.
dealt with the abuse. We dealt with the shortcomings. We dealt with the neglect. We dealt with the lack of love. We dealt with their insecurities. We dealt with their bad behaviors toward us and stuff. We dealt with them because we wanted them. And another thing you said was so good too. Another thing, it's the familiar. Come on. It's the familiar. Because this is why people stay in marriages so long. Who are married in long-term relationships, like you said, you've been in there a long time. We know people that even been in marriages just that long and longer because they're so familiar with the bad habits of that person. They're like, well, if I'm gonna put up with anybody, anything, I might as well put up with him.
Right.
If I'm gonna put up with anything, I might as well keep putting up with her.
You are coming
Right, right.
It might be worse. They use that as an excuse. The next one might be worse than her. I might as well stay here. The next man might be worse than him. I might as well stay with him. No, that's just a cop-out.
No, right.
It's just a
Do you
cop-out.
remember Beyonce's song too? I can't remember the title of the song, but it's an old song where she be saying like she gonna be rocking such and such and such. If I let you go, she gonna be rocking if I let you go, it's like it's like the other woman is going to be rocking this and all the diamonds if I let you go.
Yeah,
that's what she's trying to say. That's what those songs. I mean, millionaire, billionaire don't matter. We all go through the same thing. She's not ready to let it go. If I let him go, we're worried about what the next person is gonna have.
Listen,
but now I look at it differently. Now I be like, another B can have your nasty, but I don't care.
Listen, I did a little short 3-part series. Well, it's probably 4 or 5-part series on that generational curses that need to be broken in the family when it comes to female. We done built this house from the ground up. I got my Mercedes Benz. I go on trips every year. I got this. I got that. You think I'm gonna leave all this and let a woman come and move in my house? You think I'm gonna let another woman come in here and have all these benefits and all this money? I done stuck with him through this and that. People will let materialistic things
absolutely
in an unhealthy marriage and relationship because, like you said, they thinking about all those things the next woman could possibly get. But so they rather settle for the familiar stuff. They rather settle for the stuff that they used to, the person that they done dealt with all these years.